welcome to Easy or Else. We'll be making the 3D pine cones. I wanted to come up with a way to make a pine cone fairly easy that would go quick, and I could use it on all kinds of projects. So, gather some supplies, get comfortable, and let's do this. To make this pine cone, you're going to need 2 colors of worsted weight yarn, and by deciding what increases you want to do, you can make the larger one. This is a standard size pine cone. And for the tassels on the snowy pine throw, I made a smaller version just by eliminating some of the rows. To begin, you'll start with a magic circle around your fingers. I'm using a J hook, whatever hook you're comfortable with since you're working with 2 strands. In the magic circle, you're going to put 6 double crochets and meet me back. Once you have your 6 double crochets, it should look like this. Go ahead and cinch up the bottom. You can see I've just created the bottom of the pine cone. For the next 2 rounds, we will increase in the first stitch and then a single crochet. Increase in the next, single crochet. And in this first stitch, I'm going to put 2 single crochets. 1 single crochet in the next. 2 in the next stitch. 1, 2, and 1 single crochet in the next. You will do 2 complete rounds of this. So you can see how that's getting built. Just enough wider. You'll do another round just like that. Okay, now I've come back around. At this point, I want even a little more width. Now on this smaller pine cone, I stopped right there at my increases and I just did 1 round of single crochet to add a little more height, and then I started to close. So on the bigger one now, I'm going to go, instead of every other, I'm going to crochet 1 round of single crochet like I would have done for the small, just to start to build a little more height. Okay, I've come back around. On this next round, I'm going to go 3 single crochets and then increase. So now you can see I'm getting close to the size of this pine cone. Now I will start a row of decrease. A decrease is where you're going to put 2 stitches, and instead of finishing the stitch, you pull up a loop in the next stitch and then finish the stitch. So let's do that. Single crochet, don't finish it, go to the next one, pull up a loop and pull through all 3. It will start to pull that top into a circle. Let's do that again. And this is starting to close the top of our pine cone. See how it pulled together? It looks like a little piece of pottery there at the top. It started to curve. So I only need 1 more round now of doing that same thing, pulling stitches together before that top is closed. It might seem a little tricky because you're starting to work in a really small space. But before finishing that, go ahead and add some stuffing. You can use quilt batting for stuffing, or to where you'll fill that and it'll hold its shape. Now I've got these last 3 stitches right here. I'm going to go ahead and decrease those. Pull up a loop. I can do more than 2 if I feel like I need to. Pull up a loop. Maybe I'll go 1 more. Pull up a loop, and I will now yarn over and pull through all 4. And pull through. Pull that tight, and there's your pine cone. Thread those back up through. Now with that top, I use that as a tail. Use it in maybe a garland or make an ornament. So just to finish, you would make yourselves a little kind of a skimpy pom-pom with about 2-inch strands. Just split this across those 2 strands like that and tie it on pretty tight. It helps close all of that up. And now you can use that as an ornament, or I made a pom-pom row here. You could alternate it with the pom-poms. You could also just make garland and mix it with some of those cedar rounds. That would look pretty awesome. Hope you enjoyed this edition of Easy or Else.